Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Tija. Every week I upload videos on my YouTube channel. So for you to get notification if I've uploaded any video, you need to subscribe to the channel. So you kindly click on the subscribe button to get notification each week I upload my video. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through on how to clean your data set in Microsoft Excel. So this is a dirty data set. This is a dirty data set. We are going to clean this data set. We are going to clean this data set. So the first thing you need to do before you start cleaning your data set, you need to have a duplicate copy of this data set. You need to have a duplicate copy of this data set. So after you have a duplicate copy, the next thing you need to do, you need to check your data and know how many columns you have in your data, know how many columns and how many rows you have in your data set, how many columns and many rows. So you find out those information. The next thing you are going to do is for you to check if you have any missing values or if you have any missing cell in your data. So the next thing you're going to do, you need to check for that. So for you to check for that, you need to use a function known as count blank function in Excel. We say equal count blank. We say A2 column A48. We now close it and hit on enter. The reason why we are using A2 is because A1 is the header. So we're going to start from A2 to A48, which is Donald Trump, which is Donald Trump. So that's what we're going to do. So that's what we did. We're going to drag this to the end, drag it to the end, drag it to the end. So there is no blank cells in our data. So there's no blank cells. We are done with the second step. We are going to delete this. We don't need it. Since we have found out what we are looking for, we are going to delete this out. So the next thing we are going to do, we are going to turn our data into a table for us to check for duplicates. We are going to turn it into a table. For you to turn your data into a table, you press on Ctrl T. My table has headers, yes. So the next thing you're going to do, you need to adjust the column. So you can see some of the name doesn't fit into the cells. Some of this name doesn't fit in. So you need to adjust the columns. For you to do that, you need to highlight everything. Select from column A to the last column we have here, which is column I. So you bring your cursor here, anywhere in your data, and double click on it to adjust the columns. Once that is done, the next step you're going to do is for you to check for duplicates. So before we do that, we need to take away this column. We don't need these columns. You don't need this since we have serial number here already. You don't need these columns, we delete it. So remember when I say you need to have a duplicate copy. So I have a duplicate copy, so you can delete that column. In case you need it back, you can go back to your duplicate data and bring it back. You need to check for duplicates. For you to check for duplicate, you need to highlight this column here. You need to highlight this column here. You come to the Home tab, come to Conditional Formatting, come to this Duplicate Values, hit on OK. So let's scroll down to see if we have any duplicate data here. Okay, so we have some duplicate data here. So let's really confirm if truly this is a duplicate data. So if you check the name very well, you check this column, Democratic, you now check the vice Thomas A. Hendrick. You now check the next name again, which Excel have highlighted for us. You check 22nd President, United States. You now check Democratic. You now check, yeah, Vice President the name is different from this. So these are two different people. So this is not a duplicate value. This is not a duplicate value. This is not a duplicate value. You need to pay attention very well when it comes to data cleaning. This is not a duplicate value. This is not a duplicate value. When he was a president, maybe this guy won him. They contested again the next time and he won. So he became the president here. And this guy was his vice president. So this is not a duplicate value. So when you have duplicate values, this guy, this name here. So this is a duplicate value here. This is a duplicate value. As you can see, the vice president name are the same, their salary the same, the party the same, the new governor, 34 governor, New Jersey, all are the same. So this is duplicate value. You need to delete this. We need to delete it off. So we go down again to the end. Check Barack Obama, the same thing. US Senator, the same thing, the same, the same, the same. So duplicate value, we delete it off. So we go up. So we have done with removing duplicates. We are done with removing duplicates. So the next thing we are going to do here, we are going to do some transformation here. What are we going to do? If you check very well, the names are not consistent. George Washington is spelled with the first capital is in the first name is in capital letter. So John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, and the rest. We want everything to be like George Washington, all the names to be like George Washington and Thomas Jefferson. That's what we want to do. So for you to be able to do that, you need to insert a new column. So you select on this, right click, you click on insert a new column. What are you going to do? You are going to use a function known as proper. It's a equal proper. You open it. You now select this cell. Okay, let's do this. Let's adjust it. It's a equal proper. George Washington. You click on George Washington. You close your bracket. Hit on enter. So you can see we have done some of the transformation here. So you see John Tyler, John Tyler. So that is proper. In case you are told to make it all in capital letters, all in uppercase, you are going to use a function known as upper. It's a equal upper. So hit on this. You are going to adjust the cell again. You are going to adjust the cell again. It's a equal proper. Sorry, equal upper. Equal upper. Hit on George Washington. Hit on enter. So all the names are now in tab block are now in uppercase. So if you are told to make it all in lowercase, all in small letters, you're going to use a function known as lower. It's a equal lower. Open your bracket. Hit on this George Washington again. Close your bracket and then hit on enter. So we have all of them in lowercase. So that's how to do upper, lower, and proper. So you go back again to make it to keep it in proper. So that is our task. Want it to be in proper. It's an equal proper. Hit on George Washington. Hit on OK. You now hit on enter. So we have transformed that. So the next thing you are going to do now. So the next thing you are going to do, you are going to delete one column out because you can't have two columns with the same name, president, president. You are going to delete it out. So how can you do that? So first of all, we can't just delete it this way. So if we delete this column out, this is what you are going to have. Alright, you're going to have this. So you're not going to do that. So you do Control Z. So what you're going to do now, you're going to insert a new column. Insert a new column. You're going to insert a new column. Insert a new column here. So you're going to copy everything. I'm going to copy all this. I'm going to copy everything. I'm going to copy everything. Copy it. Copy. So we come here. So we come here. You right click. Paste special. So you come to space special. You come to this. Paste it. You adjust the column. So now even if I delete this, even if I delete this, I delete this off, it only affect this, but it doesn't affect this. So we delete this off. So we give this a name, president. So we give it a name like president. Going like president, now hit on enter. So we have done that. So next thing you're going to do, this column is not that important. This column is not important. So you're going to delete this. Delete this. So remember you have a duplicate copy in case you need the column, you can quickly bring it back. You have a duplicate copy. So we're going to delete this column out. Delete. So the next one we have party. You need to clean this party. You can see here week without date. You can see here week with date. So you need to do that. For you to be able to achieve that, you're going to use this drop down filter. You uncheck all, uncheck, come down to the end. You say week, and hit on OK. So you quickly bring your cursor down here and fill everything with week. Fill it. We are done with that. The next thing we are going to do, if you check very well, we see a Republican with an S. Republican with no S. So we don't need that. You check this. You check this. Hit on OK. What are you going to do? You're going to keep your cursor here and drag it to the end to fill everything. You can see we have the last one you do that from Republican with an S. So we don't need that. So you bring it down to change it. You have done with that. So next step you are going to do, you go back again and check if everything is okay. So everything is okay here. Everything is okay. So we have this. So there's a space here. I think that space is too much. You need to reduce the space. So you come here to reduce the space. Now hit on enter. So you need to drag this down to or to fill it. So you keep your cursor here. You keep your cursor here and drag it down. And drag it down to carry out an autofill. So we are done with that. So we are done with that. So we are done with that. So we make it to be consistent. So let's make it first. Letter should be in capital letter. So you're done with president. You're done with party. So the next one is vice president. So you need to trim all these spaces. You need to trim these spaces. You need to trim this space. 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 You need to trim some of these spaces. You need to trim some of these spaces. So we are going to use a function known as trim. So you need to insert a new column. I click insert, insert equal trim. So hit on this, hit on close, hit on enter. So we have finally trimmed all those spaces. So those spaces are not more there. So we have trimmed all those spaces. So like what we did in the president column, we are going to repeat the same step here. So we're going to insert a new column. So I'm going to quickly copy this, quickly copy it, hit on Ctrl C to copy. After highlighting it, you press Ctrl C to copy. So you bring it here, you right click here, you say paste special like a V, you paste it. So we paste it. So we can delete this off. So even if I delete this, it won't affect this data here. So we delete that. We also delete this off. You don't need it. So the next thing we're going to give the name vice president, vice president, vice president, vice president, and hit on enter. So the next thing we're going to check on the salary. So this salary, we don't need the dollar symbol. I don't need the decimal. So you are going to select everything, shift control down to highlight everything. We now go up. We don't need the dollar sign, don't need the decimal. We go up, we come to the home tab, decrease decimal. Yes, decrease decimal. So you click on account, you click on this accounting style, you click on this. Now say decrease decimal. Click on it to decrease the decimal. You don't need that, so this is okay. So you move on to the next column. The next column is date. So the date are not consistent. You can see here these are short dates, these are long dates. So you want everything to be consistent. So we need to go up again. So we select everything. We select everything. You come to the home tab, the date drop down. You see one short date, only short date. You can pick long date if you want. So let's go, let's make it a long date. Long date, we have done that. You do the same thing here. Select everything, shift control down, select everything. So you come with date here. So you want long date. So we've done that. So we've done that. So we are almost done with our data cleaning. So the next thing we are going to do, need to arrange it very well. So you can't have president, party, and vice president. So it's supposed to be president, vice president, party. So that's what we are going to do. So we're going to insert a new column here. Insert a new column. We're going to copy all this. Copy it. Sorry, highlight it. Come down, then bring it to here. Bring your cursor here until you have this sign. Drag it to here, where you have column 1, and then you leave it to now go up. So you have here president, vice president. So we're going to delete this. So give this a name, vice president. So give it a name, vice president. Give a name vice president. So we have president, vice president, party, salary. So the next thing is you need to move this column. So it's supposed to be date created before date updated, not supposed to be updated before created. So you're going to insert a new column here. Insert a new column. You're going to copy this. You're going to highlight it. Then drag it down here. So you go up. So the reason why it's showing this is because the column is too small, doesn't fit into the date. So you need to adjust it. Double click to adjust it. So we delete this column. We don't need this column. We delete it. We delete this column. So give this a name, date created. So give it a name, date created. Date created. And give this a name, date updated. Date updated. So give this a salary. Let me make it in uppercase. Salary. So we make change this to serial number. So we do this. So that is all set. So we need to adjust our column again. The parties is too long to adjust the column. We double click. So we've done that. So our data set is clean and ready for analysis. So this is how far we've come with cleaning our data set. Our data set is clean. Thank you for seeing it through. I'll see you in the next video. Kindly click like and kindly click like and share. See you in the next video. Thank you.